Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, U.S. Immigration. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we will discuss USCIS Update's Green Card Renewal process for 2025. Starting in 2025, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services is implementing key changes to the Green Card Renewal process that could affect thousands of lawful permanent residents. Whether your green card is expiring soon or you're preparing to file Form I-90, understanding these updates is crucial to avoid delays or unexpected issues. Here's what you need to know about the new USCIS policy shift and how to stay compliant. If you're interested in this, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell on upcoming video. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. If you're a lawful permanent resident of the United States, you might think renewing your green card is a routine process, a simple form, and a new card in the mail. But in 2025, that assumption could cost you your status. The U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services has changed how it approaches Form I-90 renewals, and the consequences could be severe for those who are not fully informed. What's new with Form I-90 in 2025? Form I-90 is the form that green card holders submit to renew an expired card, replace a lost or stolen card, or upgrade a version that doesn't include an expiration date. In the past, this was a relatively straightforward and low-risk administrative task. The USCIS would verify your identity, confirm your lawful permanent resident status, and then issue a new card. However, in 2025, USCIS has begun using Form I-90 submissions as an opportunity to reevaluate whether someone has actually abandoned their permanent resident status. This means they're not just verifying your identity anymore, they're also investigating whether you are truly living in the United States, as required by law. Why filing I-90 from abroad is a major red flag. One of the most dangerous missteps green card holders make is filing Form I-90 while they're physically outside the United States. Doing so signals to USCIS that your residency may no longer be permanent. After all, how can someone claim to be a lawful permanent resident of the U.S. if they're living somewhere else? Worse still, filing while abroad can trigger consequences upon reentry. Customs and Border Protection officers have the authority to assess whether you have maintained your permanent residence. If they suspect otherwise, they can issue Form I-407 asking you to voluntarily abandon your green card. Many people, caught off guard and intimidated at the airport, sign this form without fully understanding its consequences, which means instantly giving up their status. Refusing to sign Form I-407 doesn't guarantee safety. You can legally refuse to sign Form I-407, but that doesn't mean you're off the hook. If CBP believes you no longer reside in the U.S. permanently, they may serve you with a notice to appear and initiate removal proceedings in immigration court. Once you've been placed in deportation proceedings, you're barred from traveling internationally, and it may take years for your case to be resolved. During that time, your life is placed in limbo, particularly if your work or family ties are mostly abroad. A legal alternative: reentry permits with Form I-131. If you truly need to spend extended time outside the U.S., you do have a legal option. By filing Form I-131, you can request a reentry permit, which allows you to live abroad for up to 2 years without risking your green card. However, this application must be submitted while you are physically present in the United States, and you must wait to leave until biometrics are completed, what USCIS considers abandonment. Spending more than 6 months outside the United States is not automatically considered abandonment, but it raises questions. USCIS evaluates your total time spent abroad, the location of your employment, the whereabouts of your immediate family, and whether you file U.S. taxes as a resident. They want to see consistent evidence that your true home is in America. Exceptions that may be accepted. There are some circumstances in which long absences may be excused, such as studying abroad while maintaining ties in the U.S., undergoing medical treatment, caring for sick family members overseas, or being assigned to temporary work abroad. Still, you'll need documentation to prove your intent to return and to show that your ties to the U.S. remain strong. What to do if you're already in trouble? If you've already received an RFE or been questioned at the airport, Do not try to handle the situation on your own. Seek advice from a qualified immigration attorney immediately. You may still have a chance to protect your status, but it will require a well-organized and strategic response, including returning to the U.S. and gathering all relevant records. Replace your green card. When to replace your green card. Lawful permanent residence. If you are a lawful permanent resident, you must replace your green card if your green card is either expired or will expire within the next 6 months. Your previous card was lost, stolen, mutilated, or destroyed. You received your card before you were 14, and you have reached your 14th birthday, unless your card expires before your 16th birthday. You have been a commuter and are now taking up actual residence in the United States. You have been a permanent resident residing in the United States and are now taking up commuter status. Your status has been automatically converted to permanent resident status. This includes special agricultural worker applicants who converted to permanent resident status. You have a previous version of the alien registration card, for example, USCIS Form AR-3, Form AR, 103 or Form I-151, which are no longer valid to prove your immigration status, and must replace it with a current green card. Your card contains incorrect information. You have legally changed your name or other biographic information on the card since you last received your card. Or, you never received the previous card we issued to you. Conditional permanent residence. If you are a conditional permanent resident, you must replace your green card if your previous card was lost, stolen, mutilated, or destroyed. Your card contains incorrect information. You have legally changed your name or other biographic information on the card since you last received your card. Or, you never received the previous card we issued to you. How to replace your green card. If you are a lawful permanent resident or conditional permanent resident and need to replace your green card based on the reasons in the when to replace your green card section, you may begin the application process for a replacement green card by filing Form I-90, application to replace permanent resident card, online or by mail. When you file online, you can apply using a computer, phone, or tablet. See when we receive your application. Receive online updates on your case. And communicate with us directly. If we approve your application, we will mail you a new green card. If you are applying to renew your green card, your Form I-90 receipt notice can be used with your expired green card as evidence of your lawful permanent resident status, and will say the following. This notice, together with your Form I-551 permanent resident card, also known as a green card, provides evidence of your lawful permanent resident status for 36 months from the expiration date on your permanent resident card. You remain authorized to work and travel. This notice, presented with your expired permanent resident card, is evidence of your status and work authorization. If you no longer have your permanent resident card and you need evidence of your lawful permanent resident status while waiting to receive your replacement card, we may issue you an alien documentation, identification, and telecommunications stamp after you file this form. If we determine you must submit biometrics, we will mail you a biometrics appointment notice with the time and place of your appointment. This notice does not serve as notification of your biometrics appointment. If you need help obtaining an ADIT stamp, have questions, or need to update your personal information listed above, please visit the USCIS Contact Center webpage at uscis.gov/contactcenter to connect with a live USCIS representative in English or Spanish. If your mailing address changes while your case is pending, please update it through your USCIS online account, if you have one. If USCIS already accepted your application to renew your green card, USCIS will mail you a new receipt notice to use with your expired green card as temporary evidence of your lawful permanent resident status. As of September 10th, if you had a pending Form I-90 application, USCIS will print an amended receipt notice before your initial 24-month validity extension on your green card expires. Read more here. USCIS extends green card validity extension to 36 months for green card renewals. If you are outside the United States and your green card will expire within 6 months, but you will return within 1 year of your departure from the United States and before the card expires, you should file Form I-90 as soon as you return to the United States. If you are a conditional permanent resident and your green card is expiring, you must submit Form I-751, petition to remove conditions on residence, to apply to remove the conditions on your permanent resident status. For more information, see our Conditional Permanent Residence webpage. How to check the status of your application. You may check your case status online. Please wait 72 hours after you filed your Form I-90 to check your case status. If you have immigration-related questions, you may call the USCIS Contact Center at 800-375-5283. For people who are deaf, hard of hearing, or have a speech disability, TTY 800-767-1833. You should be prepared to provide the USCIS representative with specific information about your application, such as your name, date of birth, receipt number, and alien registration number, A number. How to appeal if we deny your application. If we deny your application, we will send you a letter explaining why. You cannot appeal a denial. However, you may submit a motion to reopen or a motion to reconsider to the same office that made the unfavorable decision. Doing this allows you to ask the office to re-examine or reconsider its decision. A motion to reopen must state the new facts you will provide if we reopen your case, and include appropriate evidence. A motion to reconsider must show we incorrectly applied immigration law or policy when denying your application, and our decision was incorrect based on the evidence in your file. For more information, see our Appeals and Motions webpage. Getting help. If you need advice, see our Finding Legal Services webpage. You may also visit the DOJ Recognition and Accreditation page for a list of organizations that may be able to help you prepare your application. Versions of green cards that are no longer valid. If you have a previous version of the alien registration card, for example, USCIS Form AR-3, Form AR-103, or Form I-151, you must replace it with a current green card. What the law says. Section 264 of the Immigration and Nationality Act states, every alien in the United States shall be issued a certificate of alien registration or an alien registration receipt card in such form and manner and at such time as shall be prescribed under regulations. It also says, every alien 18 years of age and over shall at all times carry with him and have in his personal possession any certificate of alien registration or alien registration receipt card issued him. Any alien who fails to comply with these provisions shall be guilty of a misdemeanor. The specific requirements and procedures for applying to replace a green card are contained in the Code of Federal Regulations at 8 CFR Section 264.5. As USCIS continues to update its policies in response to evolving immigration needs, it's more important than ever to stay informed and prepared. Make sure to review the new rules carefully and submit your renewal application in a timely manner. If you're unsure how these changes apply to your situation, consider consulting with an immigration attorney or a trusted legal resource. Keeping your green card current is essential. Don't let policy changes catch you off guard. That is all today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.